Big dog, small dog, fluffy dog, noodle dog, fancy dog, what even is that dog? Sure, some dogs are depicted as charming little companions, but others? You could say they have a face only a mother could love. Don't worry, we'll come back to this guy later. But seriously, why do these furry little faces show up in some of history's most iconic masterpieces? Well, the obvious answer is that they're cute, duh. But in art, they're more than just pets. They're the artist's secret weapon. Today, I'm going to uncover how dogs became a hidden language in art and why you might never look at these paintings the same way again. Check out this cute little dog from the Rococo painting, The Swing by Jean-Honoré Fragonard. He's pretty upset. His owner is midair, flashing her secret lover while her clueless husband happily pushes the swing. In art, dogs symbolize fidelity, so in this painting, the dog is more than just a background character. He's there to expose the infidelity and stir up a little drama. Shh. But what about the dogs that aren't spilling secrets, but teaching lessons? Like in this Dutch genre painting, Young Man and Woman in an Inn by Frans Hals. The painting depicts a cheerful couple grinning ear to ear, enjoying the drink the man raises up in the air. But in the lower corner, he's also holding the head of a dog. Why could this be? Well, that dog might represent the moral choice, virtue versus vice. And judging by the man's gleeful look at his drink, the choice he's made seems pretty clear. These are what's known as moralizing genre paintings, and they were created as a sort of moral guidance to remind the viewer of proper behavior and serve as a cautionary tale of what happens when you don't behave. So in these paintings, dogs symbolize lust, greed, excess, and even temptation. But elsewhere in art history, some dogs were divine, like this canine human deity named Anubis. In ancient Egypt, Anubis was the god of the dead and funerary rites, and he had just a few simple tasks that he was responsible for. Number 1, protect the graves. Number 2, guide the souls of the deceased to the afterlife. And number 3, weigh human hearts in the hall of two truths to decide who is worthy of eternal bliss in the field of reeds and who should be fed to Amit. Yeah, no pressure. Depicted with the head of a jackal and the body of a man, Anubis played a major role in the transition from life to death and back to life again. Because of this divine connection, dogs were held in very high regard in ancient Egypt, and you'll find them everywhere, from tomb paintings to sculptures to even this 2,000-year-old floor mosaic, showing a knocked-over vessel and a very guilty-looking pup. Apparently that look has been around for millennia. But wait, what about the dogs that weren't gods themselves, but the trusted sidekicks helping carry out the divine mission? Like these dogs seen alongside Diana, the Roman goddess of the hunt, nature, and moon. As a goddess in Roman religion, Diana is often shown with her bow and arrow, and of course, her dogs. And in this painting, they reinforce her command of the natural world and reflect her identity as a skilled hunter. By reviving this iconography, neoclassical artists portrayed Diana's dogs as loyal companions, fierce hunters, and always ready for a good chase, making them the perfect sidekicks for the goddess herself. And like Diana, we know that our dogs are loyal in life. But what happens after life ends? Check out this loyal hound in Requiescat by Breton Rivière. This solemn painting perfectly captures the themes of unconditional love and eternal devotion. The dog stands watching over his fallen owner who lies lifeless beside him in a silent, heartbreaking vigil. The Latin title, Requiescat, meaning may he rest in peace, deepens the sorrowful tone and invites the viewer to reflect on the unbreakable bond between humans and their animal companions. And there are many more paintings just like this one that serve as a powerful reminder of love, loyalty, and everything in between. Hold up, you didn't think I'd forget about him, did you? Gaze into his hauntingly human eyes and questionably full lips. Some say the artist was trying to make him resemble the evil men tormenting Jesus behind him, while others think the artist was just winging it. But you know what I think? I think he's part comedic relief, part emotional support animal. Because if there's one thing art history has taught us, it's that dogs have never just been a background character. They've been symbols and sidekicks, sometimes noble, other times derpy, but always meaningful. So the next time you spot a dog in a painting, look closer. And if it's looking back at you with human eyes and pouty lips, congrats! You've just locked eyes with one of art history's weirdest dogs.